Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to comment briefly on the statement sought by the Senator for Machakos County, Madam Agnes Kavindu. Mr. Speaker, this is on the failure of the state universities to remit statutory deductions from their employees. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is a very, very serious problem, and it is not only with the universities. It is with the very, very many state corporations that they don't remit those deductions which they make from their workers. And this affects the workers not only at the time of they retire, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, this affects them even while they are still in employment, Mr. Speaker. Because sometimes if you take like the one of the National Hospital Insurance Fund, Mr. Speaker, people are insured with their families, and their monies are deducted every month from their salaries. And when they go to dispensaries, they go to health centers, they go to hospitals to seek treatment, they are denied treatment because they are told that they are not up to date in their contributions. Mr. Speaker, this actually affects the livelihood, and many people even die because when you are refused treatment. Sometimes, Mr. Speaker, you don't have any other money to pay for the treatment, and the only way is to go to heaven. And Mr. Speaker, there's also the other issue of people being detained in hospitals because of a lack of money to pay, and yet money is being held by the employers. Counties do it. They always find that the easiest money to use are statutory deductions, because these are deducted, and there is nobody immediately demanding that they remit these monies to the institutions who are concerned. And Mr. Speaker, finally, if it is pensions, you might not be aware that your organization your university has been deducting pensions from your salary every month, which you see glaringly, but you might not be aware that these same people are not remitting the same to the institutions where that money is supposed to go. Sometimes they take it supposedly on good purpose, that is with good intentions, that they are going to refund it when their monies come, because sometimes remittances from the government delays, particularly for universities. They don't get their remittances in time, and they might dip their hands into some of these statutory deductions, thinking that when the monies eventually come from the department, from the government, they are going to refund. But, Mr. Speaker, money is sometimes sweet, and their demands are very many, their needs are very many. So sometimes when they eventually get their allocations from the ministries, they find that it is not possible for them to remit it to those institutions because nobody has demanded from them. So they continue to spend money, and these ones turn into what is called the pending bills. Mr. Speaker, this thing called pending bills is a very, very big monster. It is something which has failed, which has made businesses to collapse. It is something which has sent people bankrupt. It is something which, Mr. Speaker, sir, has made many people to even commit suicide because they don't have any other ways of paying their debts when they have contributed to the government and when they want to continue with their normal businesses. Mr. Speaker, this thing of pending bills, we must find a way of eliminating it completely from the government, and there should be some measures of punishment for those organizations which deliberately dip their hands into statutory deductions which they have made from the workers. This is from the workers' sweat. These people have sweated to work. And then when they are working, the deductions are being made, and the organizations are using it sometimes on luxurious things. And these people are completely unaware that these deductions are not being put to proper use where the monies are supposed to be put, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, I stand to very, very strongly support this statement sought by Senator Kavindu, and I hope the committee to which it has been referred will do thorough investigations and report back to the House on their findings on these statutory deductions. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Senator. Next order. Honorable Senators, for the convenience of the House, we're going to reorganize the order paper. We move to the motion by Senator Munyihaji, order number 21. Next order.
Orodha 21, hoja kuidhinishwa kwa ruzuku ya masharti kwa ujenzi wa uwanja